your host, and we are standing in the School Smart showroom, and I'm hanging out with Jenny, who is a brand product manager, and we are going to have some fun today because we are going to see the School Smart brands in action. Jenny, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for letting me show you the great quality we have in our School Smart products. What I'm going to do is walk you through what we do at School Specialty with brand equivalent testing. And it's basically putting ourselves in the customer's shoes and comparing the School Smart product against its national brand equivalent.
It sounds like a really fun job to me.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. We get in a room with the product, and it's our merchant team and our sourcing team, and we play. We put the product through the rigors.
All right. Well, I am ready to step up to the challenge.
All right, let's go. What we're going to start out with first is going to be our dry erase markers.
Okay.
So if you would, I am going to be using the School Smart dry erase marker. You are going to be using the national brand.
Okay.
And all I need you to do here is draw.
Ooh.
So make sure that you're doing big enough swatches of color so we can really show the vibrancy.
Okay.
And then one thing to keep in mind about dry erase markers is you always want to store them horizontally. It keeps them from drying out so quickly.
Well, that's a fun little fact.
It is. And most importantly, let's take a look at how they erase.
Okay.
What we should see here is no ghosting.
Okay, and when you say ghosting, you mean like no residue or anything?
Correct. You don't see the remnants of what you wrote.
Okay. Look at that. Clean as a whistle.
Just what it's supposed to do. You can see that the dry erase boards come out clean.
Mm-hmm. I like that. And plus, they just want to go whoop, and it's done.
Right. They don't have a lot of time to be messing around with cleaning up. So on the topic still of erasing, a lot of teachers will leave notes on the board for a couple of days or even an entire week. So what we want to do is make sure that there isn't ghosting left behind when the markings are left on the board for any duration of time. So what we did was we wrote on a board a couple of days ago, and I'm going to show you now that there isn't ghosting even after it sits for a while.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and erase.
Wow, that's really easy.
And it comes off clear. So let's move on now to pencil sharpeners.
All right.
So what we have here is the School Smart Vertical Pencil Sharpener. So we sell a ton of these, and it's because they're so great.
What makes it so great?
It's got an auto stop in it that keeps you from over sharpening your pencil, grinding it down to a nub. And it's got an easy receptacle for emptying, and it works really fast. So I challenge you to a pencil sharpening contest.
Well, I accept your challenge, and I've got just a national brand.
Correct, and I have the School Smart brand, and we're using School Smart pencils.
All right, let's do this.
All right, here we go. You better hurry.
I know, I guess I don't know when mine is done or not.
Slow.
Mine's still not done.
I feel bad for you because I'm getting all of my homework completed.
Oh my gosh, okay. You've already sharpened your 3 pencils and you're doing your homework already.
You have failed.
Okay, I have completely failed for sure. I do think that really makes a difference though when you have the automatic stopper, because I'm here sharpening and I have no idea when my pencil has actually been sharpened or is a nub like you say, and I have to go back in for more.
Absolutely. And think of this in a classroom environment when you've got 24 kids all in line to use the sharpener. They're going through a lot of wood.
Yes.
They're spending a lot of time at the sharpener and not at their studies.
Exactly, and we need these kids studying more
than
sharpening pencils.
Exactly. So now I'm going to ask you to go ahead and use this old school School Smart handheld pencil sharpener.
This is definitely old school. I don't even know if I remember how to do this.
Yep, and I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
You're not doing that right.
I'm not?
No, you're not.
Okay.
So, little known fact is if you want to keep your pencils from breaking while sharpening is you turn the sharpener, not the pencil.
Where was this 15 years ago?
It's one of those things they should have taught us in school that would carry through life.
That's really fun though, that you get to you test products.
It's great, and really there's no better way to build confidence in our brand than actually putting it to the test.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is test out our colored pencils, and you would sharpen your colored pencils the same exact way. I would like you to do a drawing of whatever choice.
Okay.
No, that's not true. We're gonna do lines again.
I'm just gonna mimic you.
Yeah, we're gonna do lines again. So let's do dark, and then also light, do not use colored pencils in electric pencil sharpeners
Really? Why not?
because the wax will build up on the blades, causing your pencil sharpener to not function correctly.
Oh, so you always need the old school sharpener.
Recommended. There are sharpeners on the market that are made specifically for colored pencils.
Okay. See, you learn something new every day.
Isn't that the truth?
And these are really some great fun facts, though, that account managers can bring to their customers as well that they may or may not even know.
Absolutely. It's not always about the product. It's about the relationship and also sharing that knowledge that helps them in the classroom. So as you can see, while some of the hues are slightly different, you have the same color strength, you have the same quality of laydown, you have the same smoothness.
What else do we have?
Well, we're going to take a look right now at sticky notes.
Okay.
Not a very scientific test that we're going to do with the sticky notes, but again, I have the School Smart brand, you have the National brand.
Okay.
What we're going to do is take the sticky note off, we're going to stick it onto the School Smart poster board, and we're going to show that it sticks. That's really the test with the sticky notes.
Okay. And what is it really supposed to show? Just that no matter what it is, it sticks.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now let's move on to scissors. And again, not a terribly scientific test that we're going to do here. We've got a teacher scissors and also a kid's scissors.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and grab the teacher scissor.
Okay.
And I have the School Smart, you have the National brand, and let's do just a little bit of cutting. What I really want to stress with our School Smart scissors is the significant cost savings. This scissors right here is actually $5 less expensive than the National brand.
And you know that $5 can really add up over time?
Absolutely, and the quality is great. Teachers hang on to scissors. They'll
They
have
do.
them in their classroom for years. And the kids' scissors, the School Smart is $1 cheaper per scissors.
See, and again, that adds up, and teachers are always looking for ways to save money. And this is such a great example that your account managers can take to their customers to give them that confidence that, look at this School Smart product.
Absolutely. It really rings true with the price value and the quality.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's move on to permanent markers.
Okay.
And I have to be honest, we were chastised a little bit in the office for going up against the National brand, the biggest name in
Okay.
permanent markers, but we found that School Smart holds up. So what we're gonna do is a little more drawing,
All right. I can handle that.
and what we wanna show is going to be the color strength, the laydown, not a lot of odor. You're still gonna always have a little bit of odor with permanent markers, just because of the nature of the permanency. So let's do one more color. And we'll show that there really isn't a ton of difference between the color strength.
No.
Again, you might see a little bit of hue difference where the School Smart orange is just a little bit more yellow.
I kind of like your orange better, though, to be honest.
Well, it's a good orange.
It is a good
It is a
orange.
good orange. What I also want to show is that it's got the same amount of bleed through. All right, so that's permanent markers. Now, I know this is the part you've been waiting
It
for.
has been.
Let's move on to paint.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, what we've got with paint is instead of doing just a National brand against School Smart, we actually have two National brands. There's a lot of paint out there.
Oh, yes.
So, teachers go through a lot of paint. Kids go through a lot of paint. What we're going to test right now is the opacity of the paint, which is why we picked black and white, and we're going to put it over top of newsprint.
Okay.
And that's really going to show you the coverage that the paint will have. So all we're going to do is take first the School Smart, and you get to test School Smart this
All
time.
right.
So you and I are going to test just different colors. So we're both using School Smart. We're going to put a little dollop of paint on the newsprint. Doesn't have to be very big at all. What I want you to notice as we're doing this is that not every paint comes out of the bottle the same. Some of it's going to come out a little thicker, some's going to come out a little thin, and it's really going to be about the coverage. So if you could do a drawdown
Okay.
and then set that aside, and we'll take a new brush to do the next National brand,
Okay.
number 1.
And it's always important to shake your paint.
Absolutely. Typically, we'd shake a little bit longer than we have, but we pre-shook these, so we're good to go. Now,
This one was a little bit harder to
Yes,
get out.
mine was a little bit thicker as well, and it didn't come out very clean.
No.
So again, just do another drawdown, set to the side, and we'll do the last one. So give it a good shake.
Teacher's really gonna have to shake this one up. This is a big bottle of
Yeah,
paint.
and it's really quite heavy, and this one's
It
hard to
is.
open. Now, what did you notice with that one?
This one is probably the thickest that came out,
Yes.
and a lot came out, more than what I wanted, which means that you're wasting paint.
Right. It's going to lay down thicker, although with the white, it actually laid down a little bit thinner. The key with paint is you want it to have that good coverage. You also don't want the product to crack when it dries. The worst thing in the world is to have an art teacher work with a student
Right.
for a week on a project, get done with it, and have all the paint flaking off of it. So we make sure that our paint does not crack when it dries.
Jenny, this has been really fun today, and I think the proof is truly in the pudding. And we've given some great visual demonstrations so that your account managers can go out into the marketplace and be confident and know that their product is incredibly reliable and can hold up to the national brands.
Absolutely. We want them to know that we've done the due diligence and have all the confidence in the world in the School Smart product. It is good quality at a great value.
Well, you have made me a true believer today, and I have enjoyed doing your job.
Well, thank you. It's been fun.
Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.